Hello, and I heard you guys loud and clear that I need to go faster. So I am about to show you how all the endpoints are working and where we're at for this upload. I'm then going to push it up to Git. But so first things first, we need to run the server and turn it on. Beep boop, looking good. So it's an empty database right now, so we're going to go on and create or register a user, and that's success. Now, after you register a user and check the name, email, you would need to log in as that user. So we'll click it to this one, and we are now logged in as that user with a token. So let's say that, and we can just go on and show, we can get all users. And that first user is created as staff. And we can get user, well, we don't have to yet, so let's just go on and now watch this. We're going to update user one to a some different nomenclature. So just having said that, that was successful. So we could now register the same type of user right here, because we did even change the password. Not that there's no checks against same passwords, but so now we have two users, and it's the same one as the first one, but it's not, it's a different email because all of that was updated. So we now have two users, and we can get the users by ID. So users are working as needed, those endpoints. Delete is an admin action, and we're going to soft delete that. That's been tabled to get completely working until we're getting, this is MVP functionality since it's been so long. But let's see. I'm going to log in as the first user, and then we're going to go on and create a post. All right. And it's the first post, and it is, oh, I logged in as the second user because about to be yeeted. This would be the first user because it was updated, but that's all right. So we can get all posts. We can get post by post ID, and that should not need authentication. So like if somebody outside of the internet wanted to get a post by ID, that's what I was thinking. We can get all the posts by the author. That should return 0, but if we change it to 2, we are good to go. Yep. And we can update. We can update the post because it is the same post, and we updated it. And we are logged in, we can delete the post. So post is completely working, users are completely working, all of that is working. Now, one thing that I did, we're just going to, I'll show you in the database. They're in there. I didn't do fixtures because I couldn't hash the passwords with fixtures in a nice, elegant way. So what I did instead was created a Python script that creates users, and we can add like that Python script's in there, and we can add. So we've added that. We're going to want to turn the server back on. Looking good. So now, and I've illustrated that we can create a user. The first user created is always going to be staff. So that is good to go. Let's just go on and just to show, we're going to go on and create another user, and we've already updated it, and that will be user 8. Looking good. Now let's go over the friend request because we've got post done, and we've got the friend request. So right now there are no friends, there's no friend connections. That would be the same. This would be the same. I forget who we're logged in on. Let's go on and log in. Okay, so if we do this, we are now logged in as 8. Let's look at a friend request. So the out-of-the-box API is a little complicated because you actually get the relationship. With this, with the API that I set up, you're actually getting the user, and it's deciding based on what actions can be done through a matrix where you send the action of what you want to do. So we're literally looking as the logged in user wants to be with user 8. Now we are logged in as user 8, so I'm going to change that to 1. So we're going to send the action. The message is not important for your API calls, but the action is. So we're going to go in and send that, and we logged in. So now look, we are logged in as 8, and we've sent a request to that user, that first user now. All right, and we don't want to delete all those, but we're going to look at those friend relationships. So this is actually a state thing. More conventionally, if you sever this relationship, it would disappear, but I'm keeping it, and we're going to keep the historics through notifications. It's a little unconventional, but it's going to be fun. Small project, it'll be fine. But what we have here is the direction. 8 sent the friend request to 1. Now we're still logged in as 8, but let's say 8 changes his mind. So we're going to withdraw that. All right, and then we're going to look at this again, and there we go. And 8 still. Now let's say we want, just to show that functionality is there. Glass Octopus user 1 can log in. It's a little awkward, but it is what it is. All right, so we're logged in now as user 1, and now user 1 can send, that's the first one, right? So done, and now user 1 can send a friend request, and we have the same thing. Now watch these are going to swap because the relationship has changed, and this is an existing relationship, and this takes note of every time a state like this changes. So we'll go on and send the friend request, and then we're going to log in as user 8, who is this person. I'm pretty sure, yeah, because updated was to illustrate the update. So we're going to go on and log in as that person, and we're going to go on and accept the friendship. And it's accepted, and we can see that here. All right, pretty cool, right? Now, let's say they said something mean to us. We are going, that's withdrawal, sorry. This is, they said something mean to us. We already, I think we did withdrawal. But if not, it works, we can do it. So we are logged in as 8, right? So, yep, we're unfriended. That's what we wanted. All right, and this can, these all work. We can keep throwing them back and forth. We can, this will give us an error because we're talking about ourselves. Remember, we're logged in as 8, and we're looking, but I can go like this. And I've tried to, and so it's a former friend, and then this is a renew action. And I can go in more depth specifically, like if you have questions about like the actions and sending it. But like for these requests, I thought it was better to relate to the two users, with the logged in user relating to the user that they want to have a relationship with, and have these action, I don't know the right word. I was going to say verbs or commands or whatever, but we have these action available when depending on the type of relationship, and you send that. And if you try to do one, I've tried to make sure that error handling relays a positive message or a very informative message for why it's not accepting. But MVP wise, as far as friends and posts and users, is all done. So I'm going to go on and upload this, and still at 10-minute videos. But all right, guys, looking forward to it, and I can set up anytime if anybody wants to work on anything. All right. Hope you guys are as excited as I am. And you know why? Since we're here, like I had done we also have room for William. Since I had done the, that's going to have it. But I had said it, instead of doing fixtures, I said in a Python script to load in the users, and I need to do that for the hash. But we can use dbeaver or the other one, and we can just insert things. I do have, and I believe I've mentioned this on the other video, but like these were like a whole bunch of posts. We can do that via scripts or fixtures, but I want to start thinking about how we can get William involved. I'm going to sync with him on how he would prefer to do this, but we can actually start getting some data sets ready to go. So yeah, good game. Talk to you all soon. Bye now.